Shoot. Okay, welcome back. We are live. Hey,
Hey
Remy.
guys, hi there.
How's it going?
How are you?
Yeah, good. Guys, welcome back. So this is the Ledger Support team, and we're here to answer your questions. So yeah, if you have any questions, you can drop it in the comments, and we'll just answer all your questions as usual. We're here for an hour-ish, until 5 p.m. CT. So guys, yeah, if you have any questions, don't hesitate. This is the moment. So
Yeah, if you guys hear us well, can see us well, you can just drop us some thumbs up, and we will going to start.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, let's start. Right, JC, hi. Yeah, hi.
Hi.
Can you hear us well? I hope so. When will Ledger bring staking for HBAR? Hedera. Ledger supports hashpack, but we are not able to stake our tokens.
So support for staking Hedera. Okay. It's on the roadmap, but it's gonna take time to be shipped.
If I'm not wrong, like even making the account for Hedera, we still need the hashback because of the onboarding issue.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's true.
considering that, maybe staking needs a little bit more time since
Yeah,
we still have to bring
absolutely.
on the account first.
So we're definitely working on it. Give us more time. It's on the roadmap. It takes time to ship, but it will be coming. You might have better chance. Like it's possible the staking will be enabled with hashback first via the ledger, right? And then later it will be shipped on Ledger Live, but it could come sooner than that. Not sure.
CryptoJack, morning. I have a question, long time user. I have a Ledger Blue, but some things don't seem to be working properly. Any suggestions? Example, I have a USDT, which is ERC20 token, but I'm unable to move it now.
Okay, that's a good question. So I would say at this point, so the issue with the Ledger Blue is that we're no longer shipping new firmware, which means that if you don't have new firmware, you don't have the new versions of all the apps, which means that you will lose compatibility with all the other pieces of software that exist, including Ledger Live eventually. So at this point, I would say it's probably a good idea to reach out to us and have your Ledger Blue replaced. We do have a replacement program. I think we swap Ledger Blue for
Nano X and Nano S Plus.
Nano X and Nano S Plus, yeah. So you can send us your Nano Blue. You might even be able to keep it. I'm not exactly sure what we do.
I think
do you
they are allowed to keep it, but
Okay.
we still have to check.
Okay.
Order and shipping team knows the
Okay,
best
fair
about
enough.
it.
So we'll check if you really have your Nano Blue, and then you can onboard the swapping program, and then we'll replace it with a Nano X and Nano S Plus. I'm a former Nano Blue user. I would definitely recommend that you swap to the new devices. Again, reach out at support.ledger.com, submit a ticket, and then we'll take care of you. You can drop the ticket number in the comments as well, and we'll follow up.
Thank you then. Ben Kalanjian, hi. Mr. XRP, hear me. Good morning. Any word on debit card for USA?
Do you know when it's coming?
For USA, I'm not too sure yet. I think it's coming very soon. If I'm not wrong, it's moving its own way to Europe and then
Okay.
next to USA. So we still need some time.
Okay, so Europe first, and then US.
If I'm not wrong, yes.
Okay. So it's coming. It's a little slower to ship than your normal decentralized project because it's a hybrid banking crypto project. So there is more red tape than if it was just like some decentralized protocol. So that's why the rollout is a little slower than you would a normal crypto product, but it's coming to the US.
And also then, as always mentioned, it's better to have it like almost perfectly than we just hassle
Yeah,
out
yeah.
things to go and then we say, oh, sorry. So
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think it's better for everyone. Salvatore Denaro, I got scammed last night, $50K. Oh, I'm so sorry. Salvatore, can you explain what happened exactly? We can take a look and then advise you what we can process with it. Howard Williams, on my ledger it said I had 1 Bitcoin, and now it says I got 0.1 Bitcoin, and now I got 0.10009 Bitcoin. Is there a glitch, or you guys give me some Bitcoin?
So I don't think we sent you some Bitcoin, but it might. Okay, so it might be just because you updated to a new version of Ledger Live that will show you more decimals. So that might be one reason. Second reason is that the previous bounce wasn't properly synchronized with the blockchain, so it's just Ledger Live, catching up and just realizing that you have more Bitcoin than you thought. I would say you can probably type your address into a blockchain explorer and to know for sure what's your bounce. You might also want to make sure to update Ledger Live. If you've got multiple different instances of Ledger Live, update everything. Clear the cache as well. Go into the settings. I think settings help clear cache. Right?
Exactly.
Clear cache and see what number shows up. But I'm pretty sure it's because the app is showing you more decimals than before.
Yeah. And also, of course, if you want us to analyze your account address and stuff, you can always reach out to us.
Yeah, send us your logs, because when we've got your logs, then we'll be able to run a full analysis of the account and all the addresses that are in your account. And then we'll be able to see okay, there was a transaction to your wallet. But yeah, it's probably not us sending you Bitcoin, unfortunately. But who knows? Who knows?
Okay, CryptoJack, I did reach out for your information, never heard back. Oh, about the Ledger Blue. I'm so sorry. Maybe it was, we're just a little bit slow in answering because there are a lot of tickets and a lot of customer contacts. If you can drop down your ticket number here, I'm more than glad to help you. Ben Kalanjan, question. I cannot send out my HBAR from my Hashpack wallet connected to my NanoX.
Okay, it might be... a lot of things might go wrong here. There might be a connection issue between your Ledger device and your computer, for example. So make sure you use different ports. Make sure you use the right cable as well. Okay, make sure it's not just a normal charging cable. Also make sure that the Hedera app is up to date. And open on the device before you create the transaction. If you have a specific error message that shows on your computer or your phone, then please drop it in the chat so we can we know.
For instance, for Hedera, I've seen a lot of cases where the parent account has not sufficient amount of gas fees and stuff. I think it's pretty common. I don't know why. I've seen a lot of cases, so it might be it. But as Dan said, if there is a specific error message, please let us know. And Salvatore Denaro, for the scam, so he told me, I have NanoX, I have been using my phone straightly, was trying to use it for the first time with my computer last night, and thought I was on Ledger Live, and I entered my seed phrase like an idiot. Got 50K stolen, can you offer any help?
Yes, so we can help. So I'm so sorry to hear what happened, man. It's really tough, I think. Yes, and of course, for the audience, never type your recovery phrase into an app, right? This is how scammers will get your money, right?
Because I've seen a lot of apps that are generated by the scammers, but it looks really, really real. They really make a lot of efforts on it. But please, guys, remind that we will never ask your 24 word in any case. We don't need it in any reason. Yeah. So, I'm so sorry, Salvatore. If it's the case, I think you should file the police report right away. And then also open a case so we can help you contacting the police office.
So what we usually do in this situation, so the first thing you should do, as Rami was saying, do go to the police to signal that there was a theft and get a police case number, and then reach out to us via ledger.support.com with a copy of the police report. And so what we do in this situation is we have an internal team that tries to help recover the funds, but we need to work with the police, right? Because if your funds, for example, go through an exchange, if the police is helping us, that we could ask the exchange to freeze the funds and then hopefully return them to you. It doesn't happen, it doesn't work every single time, but that's a possibility. It's happened in the past. But we need the police to get involved. We don't have the power ourselves to freeze the funds. So please do reach out to the police and then reach out to us at the same time and drop your case number. So again, support.ledger.com. drop your case number in the comments so we know where to find you, and we'll try our best to help you out, man. And so sorry that happened to you. I know it's really tough. So we'll try our best to help you here.
Yeah, we're really, really sorry. Mr. XRP, hear me? Thank you. Omega Duo Magnificent. Hello, I have sent lever in my ledger live. The number of lever appears, but no equivalent balance in USD. Is this normal? Yeah, I just checked the lever. If you're talking about the lever fi, the ERC20 token, it is supported in ledger live, so it will show up. But the counter value is disabled, and there are a couple of reasons why, like possible reasons behind it. But it doesn't really affect your assets itself, of course, because it's just the interface issue.
Okay.
So if you'd like to check your asset value, you can always go into the Zerion app, of course, because it's ERC20 token, and you will probably see the balance there.
Okay. So again, it's in Discover section, right? You can discover, and there's an app called Zerion, Zeron.
Yes.
So find this app, and you should be able to see balance there. It's just a workaround. We'll escalate the ticker though, so hopefully we can have it listed in Ledger Live in the future as well. So we'll make sure that the developers know about it.
Perfect. Ben, when I try to send out my HBAR, the hashback is stuck buffering and says sending approved transaction on Ledger.
Have you seen this issue before? Doesn't ring a bell.
I've never heard of it, I think.
It's buffering, sending approved transaction on Ledger. Oh, okay. Maybe you just need to, approve the transaction on the device, right? Because so a hash, like you create the transaction in hashback, so you click, and then the final step usually with the Ledger device, because the private keys are in your device, right? So the final step is to sign the transaction with your Ledger device to actually move the coins. So it might be the case, sounds like Hashback created a transaction, send it to your device. Now, your device is prompting you to sign that transaction, so you just need to look at the screen, see if there is a transaction, use the buttons to find the sign and send, or probably something like that on the device, and then use both buttons simultaneously to send the transaction. So try that and see if it works.
JK, when will Ledger Live support XDC natively? Ooh. Not a lot of questions about XDC network these days.
It's true.
Honestly, I'm not too sure when we're going to natively support it, but so far we can. What was it again? Today I actually asked them the same question because it was very confusing for me. There is my crypto wallet is not supporting it anymore. So you have to use my Ether wallet to actually create the account for the moment, but maybe one day we will natively support it.
Maybe. And so where can people find instructions?
In our Help Center article, of course.
Our beautiful Help Center.
Yes. Yeah. Please check the XDC and then check how to create an account for XDC with the My Ether wallet, not the My Crypto one.
Yeah, and the Help Center is at support.ledger.com, so check it out.
Afwapi Kazim, Ledger support case 823198. I have been expecting a prepaid return level for about 2 weeks now for NanoS. Okay, I think you also asked it last time, but we will check it one more time, and we will check it, and as soon as we have the case, we will send you the return level, of course.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, sorry about that. We'll double check on the case. We'll make sure to follow up on this and put an agent on the case here.
Ben Kalanjian, okay, about the HBAR, and on my ledger screen it says transaction summary transfer was key. Hash.
Got it.
0.
So my memory of making transaction with hashback is still fuzzy, but at this point, try to use the buttons on the device. So you might want to use the right button. See if you can scroll to the next screen, and eventually you should reach like a screen that says sign and send or something like accept. So you want to use the buttons to click through that screen that you just described. So either use the right button or use both buttons at the same time to move to the next screen, and eventually you'll find the sign transaction screen, and then the transaction will be broadcast. So
it is like all those clear signing, right? So we basically know like what we're doing.
Yeah,
like,
it's something like that.
yeah. So
But,
it's just to check all the information. So you have to keep moving on, basically.
Yeah.
I think. Memory man, being your own bank is the best. Never, never, never give your keys. We completely
Amen,
agree.
yeah.
So that we don't get hacked. Okay, Philip. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. No, I was going to
go
say
then.
it is the best, but it comes with a lot of responsibilities.
That's so true.
And the biggest responsibility here is to make sure that scammers don't have access to 24-hour recovery phrase, because your 24-hour recovery phrase are your private keys. If someone get a hold of them, they'll be able to steal your funds very quickly. Unfortunately, we see a lot of that at support.
Yeah.
It happens a lot still. It's continuous education on our part that we have to keep repeating, but of course scammers still manage to steal funds sometimes, but again, like, Ledger will never ask you for a 24 recovery phrase. We don't want anyone asking you for your phrase is lying to you, trying to scam you. A genuine Ledger app will never ask you for a 24-word recovery phrase. So yeah, be super careful, guys. If you have any doubt, then reach out to us. Okay, we do those AMAs like almost daily. So just wait one more day and then jump on an AMA and then ask your question directly, and then we can give you some guidance, right? If you're not sure, it's better than being scammed. So be careful, okay?
For sure. Like one day later is better than getting scammed. So
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
Philip Majora, have listened to many ask you anything calls, and it would be helpful if you could publish maybe a monthly update of the roadmap. This would cut down on number of people of questions. I mean,
Yeah.
could be an idea, but at the same time, since like our environment is very like volatile, sometimes like the roadmap itself doesn't really go as we intend sometimes.
That's true, yeah.
So yeah, it's really a brilliant idea. We will definitely note it. But
Yeah, no, it's a good idea. We need more transparency generally. Just a quick tip for you. I can't remember who asked the question, but Philip. Yeah, hey Philip. Quick tip. If you want to know more about what's happening internally at Ledger, we have a Discord. So that would be Ledger Open, but the E in Open is a 3. You can Google that. And so this is the official Discord channel for Ledger. A lot of developers are active on the Discord. Of course, don't go spam them, every single day. But if you're a developer yourself, then if you want to track a particular project, then jump on the Discord, ask your question, and they'll be happy to help you.
Great. Salvatore, case number, police case number. Not sure what number I give you and where do I send
Okay.
the number.
Yeah. So don't share that publicly. I mean, so the police case number, keep it private. The ticket number would be the number that you would get once you've sent us a ticket. So first go to support.ledger.com, support.ledger.com. There'll be a contact us button at the bottom. Click on that and then chat with the bot and explain what happened. And then we'll get back to you with instructions. And once you've submitted a ticket, you'll get a 6-digit number, which is your ticket number. Then you can drop that into the chat here, or after the AMA, you can just drop it in the comments under the video, and then we'll pick it up from there, and we'll try to help you.
Memory man, no insult intended. No, I mean 24-word is always very important. Business entertainments, when ERC 1155 NFT on the Binance network support.
I did not support it already.
I mean,
Or-
ERC 1155 NFT itself is supported,
I think so, yeah.
but the Binance network, Binance BNB NFT is not supported, I think.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. That's true.
But of course, you can connect to the OpenSea, and then you will be able to manage your BNB NFT without issue. So. Oh no, Mustafa Lam, hearts. We send you hearts too. Clever Salem supports no Brazil. If you're talking about support in Brazilian language, I think in Brazil they speak Portuguese, if I'm not wrong. Unfortunately, Portuguese is not our official language, but I think the Health Center articles, there is a Portuguese translation.
I think there's a Portuguese section,
Yeah.
in the help center.
So yeah, for the moment, I think that's the support for Portuguese.
And we have agents that speak Portuguese. I'm thinking of Tiago, for example.
Yeah, I know.
So you can send us an email in Portuguese, and someone from the team who speaks Portuguese will get back to you. So yeah.
Synchronous HBAR staking. Dan has explained it in the beginning, but I think we need some more time because HBAR still we need to have accounts first, and then we can move on to the staking with Ledger Live. So Ben 3, I go through the process of approving the transaction on my ledger, but it keeps go back to the same screen and it says the same thing.
Okay. Well, Ben, try something. Try exporting the accounts to Ledger Live. So the process is just adding a normal account in Ledger Live, because you already have your HBAR account in Hashpack, but you can go to Ledger Live, connect your Ledger device, open the Hedera tab, and then you'll be able to import the same accounts in Ledger Live and try the same transaction again within Ledger Live, see if it works. If it doesn't work, it might be a bug. Then in this case, reach out, support.ledger.com, send us an email or chat with a live agent. You might also want to check, we have documentation on how to send transactions via Hashpack. It's on the Help Center. So maybe you're missing something, maybe something is not up to date. So do check out the article, and if nothing works, then send us a ticket and we'll provide assistance.
And then in case you create a ticket, it's always helpful if you can send like screenshots together and also your logs file. It helps a lot.
Yeah.
Shisley, will I be able to add Phantom or Moonbeam ecosystem tokens to Ledger like we can do with Matic and Ethereum?
I think it's on the roadmap, yeah. Phantom at least, Moonbeam, I'm not sure. But I think it's eventually, everything will come into Ledger Live. It might take some time, but we'll bring tokens, we'll bring everything, but we don't know when. Yeah.
Okay, Makepeace. How to swap tokens between networks in the Ledger app? Oh, the cross-chain?
I think so.
Okay. Rango, I think.
Yeah, Rango is an option. Thor swap. But that Changely as well. So if you click the swap button in Ledger Live, there's an app called Changely. It's a third-party service provider. It's a bit like an exchange. So you'll send your coins, and then they'll send you like the other side of the trade. So it's a semi-decentralized option. But if you want like a more decentralized option, maybe try Rango or Thor swap. Thor swap is the most decentralized option for cross-network swaps. But this one is not supported in Ledger Live. So again, the Thor swap, check it out. They probably have their own documentation, but they're compatible with Ledger devices.
Perfect. Salvatore, I don't know what I was thinking. I was multitasking and then got complacent, extremely costly lesson. Is there a chance of funds being recovered? If so, what percentage chance?
It's a very low, like, to be frank with you, man, it's a very low percentage, because typically scammers will send the funds, they have their whole system figured out, and they will send the funds to exchanges that they know don't collaborate with police or are located offshore, and, very shady exchanges, and they have their whole, system to launder that money. So there is a small chance, but there's been instances in the past where our team has managed to act quickly, find the funds, have the funds frozen by the exchange, and then have the funds sent back. So it's happened before, but it's a better chance than if you do nothing. With that would be like a 0% chance. And again, man, so sorry to hear about that. It is a costly lesson, but you will recover eventually. Just
sure.
don't give up. It is a lesson, but hang in there.
John Doe, can I sell my crypto without sending it back to Coinbase? Yes, I would say depends on which crypto though. For instance, if you're going to sell Bitcoin, you can use our partner Coinify. Otherwise, you can swap it into Ethereum and then use BT or swap it to Bitcoin and then sell it by Coinify.
What would you recommend?
I mean, I don't know. Like honestly, I've never tried to sell crypto.
Right. Yeah.
In
we
my
don't,
side.
we don't sell. We just buy
Yeah,
it.
I'm just waiting there and then to be rich. And like, I've never tried, but I think still there is some restrictions. Might be, for instance, BT only works in Europe.
Euros,
and,
yeah.
Euros
Yeah.
and Swiss.
Swiss francs, yeah.
So you have to consider those options for sure.
Or you can use an exchange, like a normal exchange.
Yeah.
So it is true that we have some work to do when it comes to off ramps. We have like a million options to buy crypto in Ledger Live, but we have so many. We've got like 2 options to
That's true.
sell crypto, so we have to do better.
Yeah, we will work on it for sure. And then I will probably try to sell something.
Yeah.
Okay. Royal Fresh, when does Canada get the physical crypto life cards? I think it's talking about the CL card. Again, we are really not too sure about the CL cards roadmap for now, but I think the first would come for Europe. But since Canada is also an English-speaking country, I think it might also be like similar to the Mirha in a sense.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's all about the red tapes like going on and stuff with the government restrictions and stuff. So yeah, I'm sorry, but for the moment, I'm not like sure about the answer.
We'll get back to you. If you can drop your question in the comments, and whenever we get the answer, then we'll get back to you. We'll know how to find you.
Yeah, of course. And then there's always our Twitter account.
Yeah,
We will also be happy. We'll probably have a party here if we have CR card
Yeah,
everywhere.
follow us on Twitter.
So.
Like
me kicks. Okay. Are there going to be security classes or workshops at the Brick venue?
So I don't know if they will, because I think the Break venue is just a music venue, and I don't know what they want to do in terms of Web3 education, but maybe. I would say you should probably reach out to the team. So on Twitter, that's probably the best way to find them. But I do think they have a Discord, and then suggest classes. I think it's a good idea, and maybe you could do it. You know, if you're keen to do it, then maybe they will let you do it. I think they're a pretty cool team, so yeah, they might have space for that.
Yeah, security classes and workshop is
For sure.
It's really cool.
It's useful. If you think you can do it, then definitely like give it a try. You might be surprised sometimes. You know, you just have to ask, and then people will they will let you use the venue. But don't want to speak for them, but it's possible.
Yeah, why not? Sophia Leah, I put edit pin on my ledger. Do I have to enter this number when I am asked for a pin? When I am trying to transfer coins from ledger to exchange and a request for a pin to be entered.
Request for pin. Do you mean we'll need so hi Sophia, we'll need more information here. When you say like you've added pin, do you mean a passphrase?
So here Dan
is
is
it?
referring to passphrase. It's the 25th word
Yeah.
that actually protects the 24 recovery phrase. But we usually call the number that we enter when the device is locked the pin. So that's why we're a little bit confused. So if you give us like more information, we can help you better. We're a little bit confused about the question.
Yeah,
so.
just what do you mean by added a pin? And then yeah.
Tokyo, still no Solana NFT support. I want to see my NFTs like I can with Ethereum.
Yeah, me too. I'm a Solana holder. I like the project. Yes, it's also coming at some point. That being said, for now, I would say use Soulflare. I find that Soulflare is good. It's a good little app, compatible with Ledger devices, safe to use, and there's also a mobile app that you can use with your Nano X device if that's what you're using.
So, following the question, does this mean I can't see my Solana NFTs on Ledger stacks either?
Yes, it's correct. However, so 2 things here. You will not be able to see it in Ledger Live. Now, you can upload a Solana NFT to the device itself as a display. So that's possible. But yeah, it will not show in Ledger Live until we actually support it.
Tyron Garth Cousins, if Ledger goes offline, what happens to the crypto in our wallet that is offline? Are you, if you're referring that if Ledger goes out of business, what happens to the crypto that you hold under your 24 recovery phrase. To start with, like, first of all, let's hope we don't go out of business because
We want.
we
good.
want this job. Like, no kidding. Second of all, even if we go out of business, like, there's nothing you have to worry about because the private key, the 24-word recovery phrase, you still have it. Then you'll be able to recover your asset using that private key. So technically, there's nothing going to happen for your assets.
As long as you have the recovery phrase, you're good. Then if you're wondering what happens when the device switches off, then nothing happens. It's it doesn't matter if the device is switched on or off. The coins are not literally in the device, they are on the blockchain. What's in the device is the private keys, and the device being switched off will not affect the private keys, so you have nothing to worry about. As Rami was saying, it's all about the recovery phrase. As long as you have the recovery phrase and nobody else has it, then you're good.
Howard Williams just saw that on my Ledger desktop version that is show 0.1 Bitcoin, not 0.1009, just on my mobile version.
Hey, that might be a bug. So I would say probably reach out support.ledger.com with what do you think?
But if I'm not wrong, like after we have updated to this version of Ledger Live, I think the decimal display changed.
Oh, that could be it.
Yeah, I think I've read it, and maybe for mobile it's different.
Could be.
Yeah. I think I read it and I read it, but I'm not too sure. So if you, I can also come back to you if I have more confidence about it. But I'm pretty sure it's not. It was the display issue with the updates. So.
Okay, so it's on. Is the issue on mobile or desktop?
No, desktop.
On desktop. Okay.
Yeah.
So there is not enough decimals basically.
Yeah, but I think it was after the update or.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll look into it. If you want to reach out, do it support.ledger.com. We'll look into it. If not, you can just wait for, if you're not too bothered by it, just wait for the next version of Ledger Live to drop, and we'll probably have the issue fixed as well.
Yeah, and of course, don't worry, Ledger Live is just an interface, so just because it shows like a little bit less Bitcoin, it doesn't mean that it just disappeared. It means that it's just a display problems probably.
Yeah.
Ricardo, how can I see my AVEX in the portfolio allocation?
You can't in Ledger Live, at least. It's not supported in Ledger Live yet. We're working on it. Right now, you have to connect to the Avalanche wallet. I think is it called the Avalanche wallet? Yeah. So there's a third-party wallet called the Avalanche wallet, and there's another one called Core wallet. We have documentation on the Help Center that explains how to connect your Ledger device to it. You'll be able to manage your AVAX and receive and send coins with that wallet. So check it out.
I think sometimes like there's the confusion that like yes, you can see it through MetaMask connected or third-party wallet connected, and then customers sometimes think like, oh yeah, of course, then now I can see in Ledger Live, right?
Yeah.
But that's not the case, unfortunately, and that's why we actually need the third-party wallet to visualize it, and then that's why it's also safe, because your asset is still covered under your 24-word, but we just can't visualize it on Ledger Live, so that's why we need some help.
So it's not because it doesn't show on Ledger Live that necessarily the coins are gone or not in the device. It's just sometimes that Ledger Live doesn't detect it. So yeah.
Makepeace, can we get a video how to do cross-chain in the Ledger app? It will be very helpful if you make a video to guide us.
I'll take note. Yes, we'll make a video about it. No worries.
Because Dan is our celebrity, so we have to ask Dan about it. John Dell, how can I track my average on the Ledger? Not too sure what average you mean by average.
Do you mean average buying price, like cost average? In this case, you can't. There is no function to see your cost average. Maybe they will in the future. I do think though there is a
dApps about it.
There is a dApp, right, in Discover section.
Yeah, I think so.
So if you go in Discover, there is something called CryptoNove. CryptoNove? No.
Oh yeah, let's see.
Check something called Crypto. I think that one. We're looking at it. this one, I think. This one.
Oh yeah.
I think it's called Crypto Nove Lite. It might be able to provide you with this information, but I don't think it's there. So yeah.
One day, maybe. Where's the question? Ben, I will try all your suggestions, and none of it works. Then I will send pics of transaction of the shoes and send to Ledger support email with my ticket number. Perfect. Thank you so much. Joser, hi. I'm wondering if it's still safe to use other wallets on my Ledger if, let's say, wallet number 1 got compromised.
I think it depends what you mean by compromised. If you share your 20-forward recovery phrase, then it doesn't matter if you send to a different wallet. All the wallets that are derived from the recovery phrase are compromised. The hacker will have access to all of them. That's the first scenario. If it's because you sign a smart contract transaction that was malicious, let's say for example when you were buying an NFT or something like that, that account got compromised, then yes, the other account will still be safe, but I would not take chances. You can actually revoke the allowance on that account using a tool like revoke.cash. But again, like if your 20-forward recovery phrase has been shared, then you have to assume that everything is compromised, and you just need to move the funds as soon as possible, reset the device, create a new recovery phrase, new accounts, and then send the funds back.
I mean, in any way, if it's compromised, it's always best to like reset and then create new recovery phrase, in my own opinion.
Yeah.
Fees on Changelly are high. Basically, we're forced to send funds to an exchange to swap there.
It is true. It's yes. Changelly is a third-party service provider. They have their own liquidity. Market makers, they don't have the same rates as like a bigger exchange like Binance, for example. So that's why the rate, depending on the trading pair, the rate is sometimes better on Binance or other exchanges. It is just a convenience though. Like you don't have to use Changelly if you don't like it. I would say there are alternatives. Go into the Discover section, especially if you just want to swap within the same blockchain. Like for example, if you want to swap ETH for USDC on the Ethereum blockchain, then you might as well use PairSwap, which is the centralized option. And it's completely, it's in Ledger Live. So you don't have to use Changelly.
Exchange.
Yeah, Changelly or whatever. You don't have to use Changelly. If you don't like it, that's perfectly fair.
It's always your choice in the end. So yeah, I mean, if you feel the fee's too high, there's other options for sure. Ben, thank you so much for all your support in this platform. It's so helpful. Thank you. Aegis Top Bets. Hi, I have a question. Is the Binance Pack BUSD different from BUSD Ethereum in Ledger?
That's a good question. I don't know. I think they might be the same thing. We just call it a different way. Like Ledger Live will label the coin a different way.
The best way is to check the contract address.
Yeah.
Definitely, because sometimes the names are different. Sometimes it's very confusing. So if you have this contract address, you can always compare it and then see if it's the same thing.
Very good answer. Yeah. Oh, he said BUSD. Yeah, it's probably the same. Yeah, but as she said, contract.
On the top, hello Ledger. Hello. Where are we going to receive the stocks?
Is it April or May? I'm confused.
When? I think it was April now.
Okay, April. So April, that's, yeah.
When the spring comes. Yeah.
When the spring comes.
It's going to be great. Ricardo, I've created an AVAX wallet with my Ledger linked to the Avalanche platform, all working fine, but I can't see my AVAX total tokens in the portfolio allocation. How do I see how much AVAX I have?
Is that the follow-up question from the...
Yes, I think so. But he's already using the Avalanche platform.
Or maybe you need to add the token as custom token. Because it's possible that by default, the Avalanche wallet doesn't list all the possible tokens that exist on Avalanche. So there might be an option called add custom token. And then in this case, you just need to grab the contract address of that token that you want to add, then drop it into the wallet, and then the wallet will show. A little bit like MetaMask, if you're familiar with MetaMask, works the same.
Definitely. I love YouTube. How to connect Ledger to Trust Wallet? please?
Trust wallet. Oh, you can't. You can't. It's Trust wallet is the Binance wallet, I think. No, you can't. No, at least not now.
Yeah, I'd never seen it, I think. Terry, is there a problem with Solana and Ledger? I've been trying to claim some stake token on Solarize, but it keeps saying failed to sign the transaction using Ledger. I have blind signing enabled. Thanks. If you're getting like this kind of issue right now, I would recommend you to try staking a little bit less than the maximum amount, because there was some kind of issue and it solved it that way. Or you can try using your mobile application. I think it's not having the issue. Please try, and then if it still doesn't work, please come back to me, of course.
A love message here.
Yeah, Lickers XRP World Peace. Yeah.
Oh, I think was there there? There's a question.
Here.
I think
Okay. AJ1.
Oh, wait. There's more, I think.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
here.
Wow. It's a lot of questions. Thank
Yeah.
you guys.
Sorry guys, I'm a little
yeah.
bit lost. Lickers, I love you guys, girls at Ledger. Thank you. Love you back. The top. Can we put any NFT on the Ledger stacks like Sol, APT, Ethereum, etc.?
The answer is yes, but you might not be able to see them in Ledger Live. So the NFT will be in the wallet, but it will not necessarily show in Ledger Live because it cannot detect it until we support it.
Even with the Ethereum NFT?
Yeah, Ethereum should be fine. Aptos not supported yet, Solana not supported yet, ETC not supported yet, but it doesn't mean you can't store the NFT, it's just that you won't be able to see it.
It's true. So basically, Ledger stacks can do everything what NanoX can do. So if you think that way, it's a little bit easier to understand, I think. Sophia Lady, I'm trying to transfer coins from Ledger to exchange, but nothing. Sophia, I think there was a question you already made.
The pin.
The pin code.
Get in touch. I think you're missing a couple steps. Maybe you haven't. Maybe you have not unlocked the device before. Make sure to unlock the device before you send the transaction.
Yeah. If there's more explanation, we can really help
Yeah.
you. So maybe you can really open the ticket.
Make sure you are on the genuine Ledger Live app as well. If the app is starting to ask you for your 24-hour recovery phrase, it's a fake app. Never share your 24-hour recovery phrase. So yeah, the app should be on. Make sure that's the case as well. If you have any doubts, reach out, support.ledger.com.
Drink Hunt, I moved Dogechain to Ledger, which is worth of nearly $500, but in Ledger it shows nearly $12,000. Why is that? Is that a bug?
Probably.
Oh yeah, most probably. Wow. Yeah.
Or the exchange made a mistake and they sent you more coins, which happens sometimes.
Oh yeah.
In this case.
Like lottery.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you can always like clear the cache, also update Ledger Live and stuff because it's just interface problems probably. Susan Paper, I have not been successful using Ledger Nano X. Where is a very good YouTube tutorial step by step?
Yeah, we have one, but could you be more specific? Like which part? Are you using Ledger Live on mobile or desktop? If it's on mobile, then yeah, there is a video on YouTube that will show you, but it's actually a Cardano video. It's how to stake Cardano. The beginning of the video shows how to connect your Ledger Nano X to Ledger Live Mobile. So you could use that, but it's only on iPhone. So yeah.
I mean, you can always take a look at our Help Center articles.
Yeah.
And I think there are a lot of step-by-steps like how to set up, how to download, install Ledger Lives and stuff, so you can also keep it up. And if you want, you can also open a Ledger Live chat with our agents, so you can also get like live feedback setting up your NanoX. ASCII, lately my Bluetooth Ledger keeps getting disconnected from my cell phone, so I need to do a reset pairing every time I want to use it. If it is still working when you actually reset pairing, I think it could be also like there are too many like Bluetooth pairable devices near you.
Yeah.
So your device is like, oh, there are like a lot of devices, other things, so they just like annul the device with your Ledger device. So maybe you can try in an environment that is like, I don't know, without many devices probably.
Yeah. Make sure the firmware is up to date as well.
Yeah,
Because
also-
like old firmware might get confused.
Tokyo, thanks. Thank you back. Srikanth, Ali token moved to Ledger, but I don't see dollar value.
It's probably not supported.
Yeah. I think it's probably that itself is supported. Like you can see on the Ledger Live, but the counter value is not supported. So in that case, you can also, if it is Ethereum token or BNB token, right? You can use Zero Ion app.
Yeah.
Again.
Check it out. I think we need to go faster. There's so many questions. Sorry guys, we'll catch you. We'll do a rapid fire.
6:15. I've been trying to recover my XRP on the Nano Ledger S, which has always given me problems from the very start of me buying it.
Get in touch. We'll give
I'm sorry, but yeah.
Support.ledger.com. Send us an email with the description of the issue and drop the case number in the comments. Someone will get in touch. Or there's a live agent that can help you out.
Okay, Michael, is XCC ever coming to Ledger Live? Not yet. Please use my Ether wallet for the moment. Yeah, and then if we have any news, of course, you will get updated. Sophia, I will leave for now. Maybe it was the computer I was using. The device was not connecting properly to Ledger Live. I will use another computer and then come back to you. Perfect. Thank you, Sophia.
Sounds good.
Is one, I've reset the Ledger and I'm still unable to see if I've deleted the account several times through the XRP toolkit and still doesn't work. Any other suggestions?
I've deleted the account several times through the XRP toolkit.
About the XRP with NanoS.
To delete an account. Okay, so that's very specific. Reset the ledger. I'm still unable to see if I've deleted the account several times. Your XRP. It's possible that Ledger Live still logs your account even though you've deleted it. If you can't see the account on XRP scan, however, it means the account has been deleted. It might be just that because it's such an edge case. Like most people never delete accounts. It's possible that Ledger Live is not able to detect that you've actually deleted the account. But in doubt, what you see on the blockchain explorer, in this case, that would be XRP scan, is the truth, right? Yeah.
Rick, XRP World. Yeah, XRP. Shout out for XRP users. Streamcast, I'm planning to move HBAR, but it's not straight. There is a link given in Ledger app to set up, but it involves importing public keys and etc. Can we trust it?
Public keys, yes. I think that's the normal flow. You will have to export the public keys, which is safe. The public keys are what underpins your address, and for is it HBAR?
Yeah, HBAR.
HBAR. Yeah, I think the device needs you to export the public keys, right, not the private keys, to be able to. The network needs the public keys to give you an account number, and the account number is very important. You need to keep it. Because that's also how you can recover an account later if you need to.
So what we don't have to share is private keys.
Yeah, private keys, no, like your recovery phrase, never share it.
Okay. A Royal Fresh, sorry if it was answered already, but what off-ramp options do we have for Ledger within Ledger Live, or that has not been implemented yet, or is there any plans on implementing off-ramp options?
What do we have? Like Coinify and Bitey? That's
BT,
all.
yeah.
BT.
BT or Bitey? Yeah, for the moment it is. We, as Dan has mentioned, we will probably try to have more options for sellings, but we will see.
It's not a lot.
Ricardo, you've answered my question. No problems using third-party wallet. Thank you very much for doing this. Your time is much appreciated, and you two are extremely knowledgeable. It's great to see.
You too,
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Michael Allen, will staking be coming to Ledger Live for HBAR and CSPR? Not yet, just not yet, I think. For both of them, I'm sorry. Sotris, hello, does track and keep a history of my IP address that is connected with my address?
No, we don't hold on to that data. No, we don't collect it. Period.
Charles White, Coin Tracker and other apps allow portfolio tracking and determination of crypto cost basis.
There you go.
Oh,
thanks, Charles.
Thank you, Charles.
Shout out to Charles White from Ledger.
Tovius, does the Ledger support HBAR or IOTA? both you can download the app, but I think they both need the third-party wallet to create an account.
HBAR, yeah, but you can export your accounts in Ledger Live,
yeah,
but you
right.
need to go through the third-party
Onboarding
wallet. Yeah.
stuff.
IOTA not supported, right?
Like
The app,
you can learn,
yeah.
Most of them we have an article, so you can check it out, of course.
Cool.
Georgia, that answered my question. Thank you. I love this live AMA session. We love it too.
We should do. Much better than email. Yeah, for sure.
We we're more interacting and stuff.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
We'll do them daily now, so because we know that you guys love them. So yeah.
Yeah. Matthew Armstrong, why would my Matic holdings vanish from my Matic Ledger account when I updated my Ledger Polkadot account? My Matic returned to my account.
That's probably a glitch. If in doubt, just look up your accounts on the Block Explorer. The number you see on the Block Explorer is the truth, so to speak. But that can happen. Maybe Ledger Live got confused for a second and just like had some sync issues and thought you had nothing, where in fact the coins were always there. So don't worry too much about it.
Yeah, for sure. Check it, and if everything is there, you're good. Aegis Top Bet, can I have two nano ledger, but they are connected to each other? Of course, you can have two, 3, 5 nano ledger as much as you want, but I'm not too sure what you mean by connected to each other. You can share one same recovery phrase, of course. Also, they can have different recovery phrase, but you can also set it up with same laptop.
Yeah.
There are so many options, so like it's possible.
And
basically.
when you have the same recovery phrase in two different devices, they are in fact the same device, right? Because what's important is what private keys are in the device. But if you have two devices and two different recovery phrases, then those two devices are different. If that's your case and you're only using one Ledger Live on one computer, then make sure to label your account in a way that makes it easy to track, which device secures which account, so you don't get confused and get errors.
Like for instance, like Bitcoin Nano S, Bitcoin Nano X, easy. Matthew Armstrong, thank you for the help. Thank you. Jacob, Ledger Live will never ask for your recovery phrase.
Well done, Jacob.
Exclamation mark. We'll never ask it. Suzuki, how many crypto can I install on Ledger Nano S Plus if I want to install only very large crypto? My it's perfect. It's fine. How many?
As many as you want. Nano S Plus has a lot of storage. So
compared to Nano S, it's a whole high.
You can install tons of apps, and even in the case where you would run out of storage on your Nano S Plus, you can always uninstall one app. Install the app you want, and then do your accounts and blah blah blah, and then uninstall. You can rotate apps within the device very safely. So yeah, so you never really run out of storage in that sense.
Golden Boy, I don't see the price of my balance, HFT and IMT. Will there be an update? I think that's also not supported the counter value, probably.
Yeah.
If it is I don't know, included in the roadmap, probably one day you will see it. But for now, I think you still have to use the other apps like Xerions or
All right, we've got 2 more minutes.
Okay, let's go.
We're gonna get kicked out of the.
Some
office.
users lost $3 million in the exchange of stable coins on Ledger Live, saying that it was caused by centralized transactions.
Some users lost $3 million in the exchange of stablecoins on Ledger Live, saying. No, so that's not what happened. They were using Changely. And Changely, so again, Changely is a third-party service provider. They have their own compliance policy. They have their own, compliance system. So their transaction was most likely flagged for whatever reason, and so Changely was asking for KYC information. I'm guessing that's what happens. It happens sometimes, and that's the cost of using a third-party service provider. But again, you don't have to use Changely. There are completely decentralized swap options in Ledger Live, including PairSwap, including 1inch. Those are in the Discover section. And if you don't like those, you can always go out and use Curve, Rango, ThorSwap, whatever you want, by just on the browser by connecting your Ledger device. It's also safe.
Need to be able to directly buy more tokens on our nanos to avoid most network fees. I agree. And also Jacob is answering all those questions.
Thanks,
guys,
Jake.
please check out.
Shout out to Jake from the US team.
Okay, let's see. Michael, okay, will Ledger Live support staking of more tokens? And if so, can you say which ones are coming soon?
Cardano.
Cardano, yeah, for sure.
H-bar, I think.
Yeah, but again, guys, roadmap can change. I'm sorry, but if we have a good news, we will definitely share with you guys first. Before my family, probably.
Yeah.
So no worries. Charles White, daily YouTube AMA. Awesome. Yay. Always at 7 a.m. US Pacific time.
That's early. Yeah, maybe we should have 2 AMAs a day. Let's talk about it.
Yeah. Ice Cold, can you add Terra Network to the ledger? That's being worked on it, I think. We still have to use because it's still experimental feature, but it's good. It's being experimented, so it means it's going to be brought up someday, I think. But not yet. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Let's go for like 2-3 more questions, and then we can.
I think we're good. Like, I don't think there is another meeting.
Okay, where is it? Matthew Armstrong, I checked this morning and seen it.
Oh, he's answering Jake.
Oh, okay, sorry. Gwen Stone, will Bitcoin be a viable method of payment in the future? Ooh.
We'll see. I mean, that's the hope, right? Okay, personally, I think that maybe, but what I'm seeing from the Bitcoin community is that people are mostly holding it, not using it for payment that much, because why would you, right? Why would you buy something with an asset that could triple in value within the same year? There is no, you might as well use US dollars. So I think stablecoins are a better system of payment. They might come to the Bitcoin network in the future with Taro, for example, but we'll see. It's difficult to predict.
Yeah, I would like to read the future too, and
Yeah.
But we will see. Need repair. Love from India. Love back from Paris. We're in Paris right now, so. Path Traveler, I cannot get on my Ledger Live on my laptop. It says my system is not supported. I have Windows 11 and everything is up to date. If this is the case, because Windows 11 should be supported, I would recommend you to fully uninstall Ledger Live and then try to reinstall it and then see if it works.
Yeah, and it's possible. Yeah, that's weird. Windows 11. Okay, yeah, weird.
Let's go. Okay, thanks, Tyran. Thanks for the support. Brilliant work. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ricardo, does an iPad work good with your nanos?
No, it doesn't. With the it might work, but the experience will be janky, because the Ledger Live app is not designed to run on an iPad.
Tablets.
Yeah.
Chromebook.
Or Chrome. No. Yeah. So wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah.
Use it on your phone or on just a normal computer. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's it. Okay, one last.
One last one. Ricardo, is it safe to use developer mode in order to transfer FTM tokens into my ledger using native blockchain? Can I synchronize it with MetaMask afterwards and lend those tokens on DeFi platform?
Safe.
Yeah. Safe. And then the MetaMask, can we connect it and then?
Yeah. It's safe. It's safe. Don't worry. Like the private keys never leave the device. They are always secure by your Ledger device, so it's perfectly safe to connect your Ledger device to a bunch of stuff. The only thing you have to watch out for is not to share your 24-hour recovery phrase. Okay, that's the only thing you need to. Never share it.
Keep in mind. Yeah, for sure. And then don't click on malicious smart contract. Maybe that's the 2 things, and that's all.
Okay. I think that's it.
Yeah, I think today that's a wrap. And if you still have some questions, you can still leave it on our video comments. So we will go through it with Stan and me.
Yep. So. And so we'll be back. So we'll be on Twitter tomorrow at 5 p.m. CT. I think the US team will do a live on YouTube as well later that day. I can't remember which time, but a time that will be more friendlier to you guys in the US. But we will be back on Monday about the same time, 5 p.m. CT or 4 p.m. CT. We'll let you know on Twitter anyway. Have a good weekend. And
Have an amazing day, guys. Bye-bye.
Peace.